This is the 1st of September 2020 at 13 to 15 Mellish Road. We're going to start the recording now. Okay, so we have, this is a 3-storey property in Walsall. We have already done one battery flight, and this one is going to be the video with commentary. So we're at the rear of the property here, and I'm just going to run through some of the issues that jump out straight away. There may be further ones than this as we continue to fly further batteries, but this is what our initial findings have found so far. Okay, so if we start at the rear of the property here, at this extension, we'll just move in very slowly. It's a great angle to get an idea of how many tiles are missing, how many tiles may have slipped. You can see in the gutter over here if I move over. You've definitely got a few cracked and slipped tiles there, centre of frame, and if you just take a second to look through that, you'll be able to spot even more tiles that are missing. We can go in and have a look at the ridge as well. And so there's quite a few cracked tiles along this ridge line here. Okay, and if we move around, this isn't really where I would imagine that if you've got any problems, I wouldn't imagine this to be the worst. I'm just starting here because we are at the rear of the property at the moment. We can now go over and have a little look. You can see, sorry, on the right here there's a few more slip tiles. Those ones centre of frame now. doesn't look like it will be long until they will be slipping away. Okay, let's go in, let's go a little bit closer, reposition, have a little look at the flashings. Okay, let's have a little look around here. So gutters don't look too bad at all. Now start by looking in the gutters. It's always a good, they could do with a little bit of a clean, but it doesn't look like there's anything major going on down there. Okay, let me just reset the camera. And we can move to our flashings. These look like they may have recently been repointed. Okay. Doesn't look to be anything major there, just from this screen I'm looking at the moment. From this angle we can get another great view along the ridge as well, so we'll do that. A few cracked and slipped tiles there along the ridge line. Looks like there's been a couple of hooks in there to hold tiles in. There's another one coming up there. Okay, we have got all of this area covered in photographs as well, so if you want to be able to just simply send a photo over to somebody, you can do. Okay, so moving on to the main roof. Instantly we can see, if I just quickly zoom in, we've got some cracked, damaged tiles there. We move over to this side, some further damage there, and so on. and some more cracked tiles here. You can see about 3 or 4 in this shot. This is on the rear of the property. Now if I move up to the chimney, looks like this lead work around the chimney may have recently been repointed as well. It's just something that we spotted. Like I say, this is all covered in photos, in photographs as well. It just helps to have a little walk round in video with this voiceover. Okay, so now we're at getting towards the ridge here. We can see there are more cracked and slip tiles there, centre of frame. So this is, if you're standing at the rear, this is the left side of the roof. Before we go pan across the ridge here, there's a lot of cracked and slip tiles there. There we go. You can see there's quite a common theme with the tiles that have slipped out on this one. And then I'll start showing you more of the more further damage. So more of the kind of going up on the scale of damage now. There are some further issues which will be more of a priority for you. So this rear chimney, so if you're at the property facing, if you're at the rear of the property, facing the property, this is the rear right-hand chimney, the one closest to you on the right-hand side. You see the lead works come out of the wall there. Let's move around and get a bit of a better shot. There you go, so it's kind of peeled away. And to the left of that, you can see that there are more tiles almost in a row that have slipped out and moving away. The other side of this chimney stack, we have covered it in photographs, but I'll show you in this video clip as well. Didn't seem to be too bad when we were looking. Could do potentially with a repoint if it hasn't already. You can see a few darker areas in there, some gaps maybe that maybe have been created by some of the mortar moving away. If we raise up, have a look at the top. The top looks to be in fairly good condition. You can see the tiles and the lead work there again, but the top looks to be fine. I'm going to cover this in more detail in photographs. I just want to keep this video fairly short, under sort of 15-20 minutes, just so that you can get all of the information that you need. Okay, now this is where we get to things that are missing, and you can see this. Sorry, I'm just concentrating while I move over. Great. You can see this section here. We've got some of the ridge tiles that have completely gone. I believe that is one. So that may be in the gutter, or it may have fallen down to the ground at some point. Just to give you an idea of where we are, this is the peak of that window on the left-hand side on the 3rd floor. From the front. There we go. And while we're here, we'll zoom out and show you a little bit more of the front so you can get an idea of the general overview. Really, this is the bit that we've spotted after our first flight, really with the worst damage. If I zoom in there, we can see what's going on. You can see the timber. That needs sorting out. And then from this view here as well, I'll point out a few tiles. You can see the one in the kind of 7 o'clock position in the gutter. There's one in a 5 o'clock position in the gutter, and also if I zoom in now just to the centre of frame, there's a tile that's missing there, and a few others above it which have started shifting. I will get some close-up photos of what all this white, it almost, to me at the moment, it just looks like paper, but I'm going to get some close-in photos around that white area just to see what that is. I don't know if that's some sort of repair that somebody's tried to do or if something's come away, but I'll be able to get closer in photos on that. And if we spin around, I'll come back slightly. There we go, that gives you a good idea of what's moved. There's quite a few tiles missing there as well. So as well as the ridge, the tiles below it, looks to be a few tiles that are missing. Okay. As I said, more photos of that will be in the folder that accompanies this video. It just gives you an idea of where everything is and the level of damage just in one video clip. Okay, I'm just going to turn that beeping down, and that seems to be the other ridge on the opposite window, which I'm just zooming in now. Seems to be fairly similar, but as far as mortar missing and a few tiles that are missing, but other than that, it's not as bad as the other side. It's just in a similar sort of condition, so I'd probably say have a look at getting both of those done. If I just move around, the lead work on this chimney seems to be fine. And really that front side, the tiles, there's a handful of tiles that are missing, but there's not really anything anywhere near the rest of the damage. But I'm going to end that there and come in and head back up and get some more photographs. But that gives you an idea of what we've found so far. Hopefully that's helpful, and anything further I find, I will document that for you as well. Cheers.